feathers on it.
Oh, that's for Carolyn. Cousin Carolyn. All right, ready, set, go. Cheers!
Cheers! Welcome to Cocktail Hour at the Coop. I am Liz from Arrow Acres, my sister Leanne. We are here at our parents' alpaca farm, Arrow Acres in Wall, New Jersey. We have some friends behind us today. I hope the sound isn't terrible because the breeze just picked up.
Yes, you can see it in my hat. It's
and my
going
hair.
Crazy. So,
No, I can't do my hair on this side.
so some of you are new to us. Thank you, because we were on Christy Glass. Thank you, Christy,
Thank you,
for
Christy
having
Glass.
us. She was here in June, end of June, and she recorded us and just posted it, almost like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So we got lots of new followers, and I saw all you guys binging, which always cracks me up because, like, I'll get a
Intense.
comment, and I'm like, what are they talking about?
Yeah.
And it was like
What
a
are you
year
talking
ago.
about? What book?
Yeah.
I don't know what project that was.
So that was
Then
fun.
I have to like rewatch the episode and be like, what were we even talking
Yeah,
about?
they're talking about like projects. It's fine. You're fine.
I'll just put it up. I hope I'm not sweaty.
Well, now everyone knows I'm sweaty, so. So anyway, but we just wanted to tell you again where you can find us on other places in the world. So Liz always links it at the end, right? You have a little thing.
Yeah,
but,
it's at the very end, but if you don't watch the credits,
yeah,
we'll tell you now.
So on Instagram, Liz is
Arrow Acres Farm Yarn.
and I am Cocktail Hour at the Coop. So Liz posts more farmy stuff usually, and I post more like knitting stuff,
Yes.
yarn stuff. That just seems to be how it goes. So that's where we are. And then on Ravelry we have a group, which I haven't had much going, but we will soon because it's going to be, we'll have our New to You Make Along coming up
In January.
in January. And also I'm on Ravelry as LeanneCoppola, so link that at the end too.
Mhm.
Okay, so that way you can follow along with
If you look under the
projects.
description at the bottom, everything's there. I always put it, I think.
Okay, so we have not recorded in about 3 weeks.
No.
So a lot has happened. School started.
School started.
She has first time ever all day school kids.
But how crazy is this? I feel like I have less time to get things done all of a sudden because I'm like, I can do 15 things in a day instead of 2. So I'm like trying to cram too many things into my day. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, oh my gosh, it's already 2 o'clock. Okay, I need to like think about getting home, and it's not. It's stupid stuff. It's like the other day, I went to the library. I was rushing around to get the kids stuff, and I'm like, why am I rushing? Stop, slow down, go look for a book that you want, because I got a basket making book. In the library.
I was just gonna say, you're reading a book?
No, a basket making book. So
Oh, hold on. Speaking of reading, the book I read that I loved.
oh, the cousin?
The Cousin. Watch it.
Hi,
cousin. So I was reading a book, Ask Again, Yes, and I also read The Walking People by Beth Keane, and I highly recommend both books. They were excellent. I want to read all of her books, and her cousin watches us. How cool is that? So, hi, cousin. Anyway.
Yeah, that was very cool. That was a fun comment to get. I was like, oh
Yeah,
my gosh,
yeah.
because she usually gets the comments before I do, and I saw it. I was like, you have to go read the comments
Yeah,
now.
that was
Hurry.
cool. So anyway, you were at the library.
Yeah, so like, and then I went to Barlow's, and I ran into Purple Debbie, and I got to talk to a friend, and it's just been nice. So like, I can do things.
I miss that. I do everything as a rush crazy person at my lunch hour, and it's not even like a whole hour because I have to drive somewhere to get there.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest part about working full time, getting stuff done. You do everything at lightning speed. However, I'm way more organized than I ever was when I was a stay-at-home mom.
Oh yeah, when you
I
have
get
less time, you're
so-
so
I
organized.
get so much done and so like on top of other stuff.
I do much better under pressure.
Yeah, me
Crunch
too.
time. If there's like if we're having a party, like
Oh, you clean like a
everything gets done.
maniac. Yeah. But in that time that we have not recorded, I have been very busy.
I've been just a little busy.
I've
been busy
You've
at
been
the
on the
farm.
You've been farm busy. I've been.
I would
knitting
turn this
away.
around so you could see what's going on here, but
Well, we can do it at the
it
end.
looks a little messy.
Hmm.
So,
we went to New Jersey Sheep and Wool Festival, and that was awesome. I was there. We were there quick. Did you leave shortly after us? We went on Sunday.
yeah.
We went out.
We left within probably an hour after
We went out pretty early because I wanted to get home to watch football. My kids
We
and I,
thought it
love
opened at
football.
9. Apparently it opened at 10.
On the website it said 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
But we got there at 9.
we did. So we walked around and saw some friends and visited our vendor people that we're friends with. And I got a nice bag. Marinated
I forgot
yarns.
to bring my stuff. We didn't talk about what we were going to talk
Yeah,
about.
but Marinated Yarns, she was there. Her colors are awesome. But I made her pin.
And she's
She's
going to
be
at the
Rhinebeck
Bazaar.
So I did the pin for her. So she put it on a tote bag, and it's a really nice bag. So she gave me one, which was so nice. So thank you. And it's a nice big bag, and it sits flat.
So does everybody know what hashtag PYE is?
Personal yarn enabler.
Fun, right?
And her sister-in-law was there. She's the one she calls personal
Oh,
yarn
how fun.
enabler.
So you got to meet the original PYE?
Yeah.
PYEOG.
And I have some of her I have some of her yarn, and I'm going to be making a shawl out of it. So I'll just show real quick. So the power of Instagram, Amber from, what's her, Amber Helena, I want to just live in her house.
I know.
And I want her
and her garden
kitchen.
and her back deck, and the cats lay on it.
It's her podcast.
A lovely yarn.
A lovely yarn. She really is very lovely too. We met her in person. Anyway,
And her husband was funny.
So nice people. She was knitting something on vacation, and I was like, "What is that? I need to know what that is." So she was making a shawl by a designer called Tammy Gore, TamyGore, who is fairly new, I think, to designing, kind of. So I started looking her up. Well, I would like to make every single thing this woman has made. And she's from New Jersey.
What?
I think she's down by Aunt Kathy, down by Philly.
Whoa.
So I'm going to be making this pretty shawl. Milu. And I had this yellow. Malu. I had the yellow. So I got another one. Our friends Schweitzers were there. They're not our friends. We just shop from them all the time. I got this. Yeah, right?
I had this in my hand, I think. No, I didn't have this in my hand. I had one very similar color.
So it's going to be that and that. And
then I love that.
Yeah, so I just need another one. So I thought maybe when I'm at Rhinebeck or at the Yarn Bazaar.
We just got new scarves in the coop, and they're these colors, and there's a hint of like a sage green in it, and they're awesome.
Yeah, so I really like the exact pattern.
I like that orange.
Isn't that cool?
Pretty.
So I got the skein of yarn.
Look how pretty it would look with these colors.
Yeah. So I have that, and then I was super excited because they were there, and Schweitzers was there, and they had more yarn for my Leaves of Grass. So I got 3 more skeins of this. I was
and then the whole thing would be one color. You don't
one
have to do
color.
the
I
edge.
don't do the edge. So that was very exciting. I was thrilled to death, and got that. And I also got buttons to finish off this little baby sweater that I had made
a year ago.
I
think you were supposed to give it to her a year ago.
No, I made it and it was too small. And then we said when she's a year, but it may be too small for her now. I don't know. So this is for my neighbor who lives back there. It's this baby.
Oh, you can see their house.
Yeah, it's the baby sophisticate
the camper,
sweater.
the little photo booth camper we went to.
That our knitsters are having grandbabies. And they're going to be, they asked me what this is. But I have this cute little, these buttons, these vintage buttons. I thought they were really cute. So Amy knows it's ready. She just has to come get it.
Breezy, our little alpaca, is crunching on leaves right behind us right there. She's so cute.
So that's what I got.
That's all the alpacas are.
And I drove with my sister Andy.
Nope. Sorry, people.
And
all
my
your boys.
little one and her boys. And we also came home with a bunny. Not me. Andy came home with a bunny. Shay got...
Go to her Instagram. It's
Andy KF.
Andy KF.
The cutest little...
But does he have a name yet? Or is he still Bunny? I think he's still Bunny.
No, I think he's Arrow. I think they named him Arrow also. But he named Arrow one for the farm, but really for Kansas City Chiefs. He's a Chiefs fan, and their stadium is Arrowhead Stadium.
Yes, we said Arrowhead, and they're going to
Arrowhead and Arrow. He's a dwarf lion head bunny.
And it makes sense. Arrowhead, lion head.
Yes. And he's super cute. So we went home
He's a tortoise shell color, I believe. And he's show quality.
Apparently. I don't know. I don't know where you're going to show him, but...
So at our last guild meeting, Debbie sold one of her giant Angora bunnies to a new member who was just coming, and it sat in the middle of our meeting on the floor.
Aw, they're big, those Angora bunnies. With those big ears, does it have the big funny
white
ears?
Big white, huge, fluffy. It was so cute. It was so happy.
Okay, so Rhinebeck is coming up. It's a month away.
So excited.
So I finished my 2 sweaters, so I thought I'd show. I made the one you all saw, and it's too small. I'm not wearing it. But I finished.
Oh, I love it.
I finished. So this is the Noten sweater, Noten, by Anne.
I hope the colors show up.
So the color work top yarn my mom bought for me in Edinburgh, in Scotland, at the Yarn Festival, and
Hold it this way a little bit because it looks like the sun's on me now.
Oh, there we go. Yep. So you can kind of see, right? And it's all different yarn. The gray is from our friend Paige's shop. The pink is from all over the place, 2 different shops. And then I was running out, so I did this at the bottom. I also did my sleeves differently than the pattern called for. I did them like Caitlin Hunter does them because I love my Sunset Highway and my other one by her. She does like big sleeves and then real quick gets small. And it's not cropped, but it kind of, it's a cool shape. It's almost like a bell shape. Like, so it's not like super tight on me.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm excited about it. So I think
I love it.
This is going to be my Sunday sweater because Saturday is the Steeking streak.
So that's a Chrissy Glass thing. We've talked about it a little bit. We talked about it with her in that episode that we recorded.
Yeah.
That we published or put out.
Yeah.
She's doing a thing called Steeking Streak. So if you make a sweater, have it ready to go, ready to steek, like ready to cut. You're going to cut it on camera. They're meeting up Saturday morning before the festival opens.
Yeah, and I don't know where yet. She hasn't said yet.
It's going to be, she said, somewhere near like one of the parking lots, near one of the entrances.
Yeah.
She'll have all that out soon.
I think I'm going to put it on and have you cut it for me while I'm wearing it.
What if I mess up?
Can't mess up.
Make Chrissy Glass cut it. Put her in charge. Because I don't want to screw it up.
So I made the Fen and...
You should get a t-shirt. You know those t-shirts that have like the naked lady, like the boobs, the cutout like makes you look funny? Like aprons
Catherine's
and stuff?
mom has them?
Yes. Put that on underneath so you can... It would be so funny! That would be funny. Shh. We didn't say that. She's not going to do that. You'll all be surprised when you see it.
Okay. So
I'm going to find you a t-shirt.
This is the Fern and Feather sweater that was written to be a yoke sweater, not steeked. And some people commented on Instagram they wish they had done what I did with this. So I'm going to talk about it because this is something that you learn when you screw it up too many times. So if a sweater is made to not be a steeked sweater, you have to add in steek stitches. So I did 7 in between. If you've ever steeked, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you have no idea. Don't worry about it. But
if you want to, this will be helpful.
If you want, yeah. So when you go to do your collar, when you start your sweater, you work flat and you do your ribbing. Okay, so it's hard to tell now because it's already steeked, but see how that goes up a little bit? It's a little higher. Okay. People that knit, they go, oh right. Work flat, okay. Then join in the round, add your steek stitches, 5, 7, whatever you prefer, which are those, and then do your sweater. Okay, so that's what I did, and I then, which was very strange. Normally you do your thing, which I do on the sewing machine. You can't even tell. I just do a sewing machine. And then you cut it, and then you pick up your button band. But Christy wants us to pick up our button bands before you cut, which is very weird because you're like, where do I pick up? So my button bands are just hanging out.
And she wants buttons on. She wants it done, ready to wear, besides the cut.
Yeah. So I have to get buttons still. I'll get that. But anyway, there it is. And
it's great. Yeah, I love it.
I love it. So that, and I tried to match my Rhinebeck logo. That was my goal. So that's that.
I can't wait to pull in front of the billboard and take pictures. I know! I want people honking.
Can't wait.
If you see us taking pictures in front of the billboard, honk!
And you know what? So, you know how excited I am. Rhinebeck to me is the best weekend of the whole year. And it's my logo and all that. It's also it's homecoming at Wall. So
he's not.
He says he's not gonna. Yes, he is.
Oh no, but he doesn't play football. I bet you're a football player.
Yeah, but like I know all the kids. I know homecoming court, king,
She
queen.
loves homecoming. Homecoming queen.
I was a homecoming queen. I love homecoming. And Garrett's on the team, and whatever. It's Friday night. I have to miss it. I'm bummed. But if Dalton's on the court, I might go up and come home and go up.
Brother. Well, I'm going up. Oh.
But he
Friday
says
night,
he doesn't
though?
think he is because he was Dame's ball king, so he doesn't think he'd be homecoming king. Okay. And I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense.
Anyway, I don't know what he's talking. We'll find out. I hate that when you're like, what do you do? I mean, I'm going to Rhinebeck, but
I'm going to Rhinebeck.
I mean,
Rhinebeck comes first, obviously. If it was Garrett and he was a varsity football player,
I would stay home.
And he was a senior, you'd stay home.
And if I had realized it ahead of time, like in 2 years, I'll look to see what weekend is.
Okay. Anywho.
Anyway. I'm doing a lot of talking.
Can I show something?
Yeah.
All right. So.
And my rib alarm
Wait,
is
back
going to
to-
go off soon.
Back to the New Jersey.
5 minutes.
All right. Back to the New Jersey festival. I was walking by and the ladies from Toad Hollow saw me and they're like, Liz! So
You're
I
so
turned
funny.
around and I was like, hi guys! They asked me to make some samples for them. So they're gonna have samples up. Oh shoot. I left the tags at home. I know 2 of the colors, I don't remember the other color. It's gonna be linked below. So they asked me to make a farm girl shawl to display in their booth. So one is called Honeycomb and the orange is called Jack Pumpkinhead. But I don't remember what this one is called. But I made a farm girl. I think it's great colors for fall. I'm not gonna button it.
You have to teach me how to do it because that's going to be my Friday outfit.
Well then you need to get on that.
Yeah.
So I made them this, and they gave me 3 skeins to do it with. And this is their DK base, but it doesn't need a full 3 skeins. I could have done this whole thing in 2. So I had extra.
Gigi's going to want it.
So I made a Jack Pumpkin hat. So, and I put a tassel on it
Oh,
instead
it's
of a
cute.
pom-pom. So these are 2 of my patterns. So this is my Diggin' You hat and Farm Girl shawl.
Cute.
I don't look good in hats. So.
Yes, you do.
Not this kind.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I look good in a cowboy hat. So yeah, fun. So I made them samples. So they were supposed to come pick them up yesterday. They were going to come to the farm and take a little tour and pick them up
Oh, and
because they
didn't
were
come.
with their sister, but they
Oh.
couldn't fit it in. So I'm going to mail them off tomorrow.
I enjoy them. They are funny girls.
So now my Rhinebeck sweater, I made a poncho, people. So I did the poncho for the New to You make along. I wrote out all my directions, and I have had a lot of people ask me for the pattern. So
Is that your Dickie that grew?
it's my Dickie that grew.
I still don't know why you didn't name it officially that. I think it
My
would've
Dickie
been-
that grew. I would get kicked off Ravelry. They're very PC right now.
Everyone is PC.
You can't write
You can't
the
say.
Dickie that grew as a pattern name. Come on.
Well,
So I had written the pattern out, but it was like kind of loosey-goosey when I was writing it. I was like, kind of keeping track, kind of not. So I had to make another one. So
what is this yarn? I know it feels nice.
the yarn. I didn't want to use expensive yarn because it takes 1,500 yards, and
That's a lot of yarn.
And I was
That's like
testing a
sweater.
pattern, and I was doing it fast. So I went to AC Moore.
This
with
isn't
my
bad at
coupon.
all.
And this is Lion Brand Soft Like Butter. Butta. That's what it's called. And it's like a polyester
nice.
blend. It's very soft.
It's very
And I love the
soft.
color. And apparently,
Oh, you like
I
that
love the color. And my beard's like almost the same color.
You know, as far as yarn goes, we've talked about this before. Yarn is expensive, but you can find inexpensive yarn that is
Nice
still
quality.
wool. And like this, my Steeking streak, I didn't want to spend a lot of money because I already made that other sweater I'm not wearing, plus that one, plus this one, and I got it at Webs yarn.com,
Yeah.
and it was $4 a big giant ball.
So I'm just kicking myself because I want this pattern published before Rhinebeck. So I looked for testers. They have to be done by October 4th. I asked them to be done by October 1st, which meant I had to be done by October 1st, which means I couldn't order yarn. Like, we have plenty of yarn in the shop, but I don't want to take all the yarn from the shop because we're trying to sell that yarn. Well, Demi hasn't bought yarn from like a craft store in how many years? There's dye lots. You have to look at dye lots. I went to take a picture after my Dickie grew a little bit, and I go, oh, hey, dye lot. So it cuts right across my boobs.
Oh.
Then I looked at them. I had 4 different dye lots, and then I got the last skeins. And do you know what the name of this color is?
Salmon.
Orange.
Orange.
It's salmon. It's not orange.
Dusty rose.
I know, right?
You know who buys a lot of yarn at like a Joann's is that Wildwood Designs.
Yeah.
Follow her
And
name.
she has
gets good
great stuff.
Great stuff.
Well, maybe up in Maine they have better supply than we do.
Yeah, maybe.
They get like the wool, like the heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Her stuff is
Yeah,
great.
she gets nice stuff.
Oh, did you see all her hats? She had a bunch of hats posted this week. So,
Oh, it looks really nice.
but wait till you see. Look at the color change right on my boobs. You can see it on the camera. You can't see it in person as much, but
I can't see it at all.
look at it on the camera. It's right there. Right across the boobs.
Okay, don't point it at. Oh,
And then the bottom
right.
panel
but
is
in
a completely
person,
different
I don't
color.
see it at all.
So,
Okay, but in person,
don't mind my shorts.
in
It's
person,
hot out
nobody
today.
sees it. I know it's 80 degrees, guys. Did you see that thing on Facebook? Hey, fall, where you at?
Yeah.
I had to pick up Summer. They're drunk in the backseat and smell like pumpkin spice.
Well, we live at the beach, so local summer is happening right
yeah,
now.
but enough. Let's
So here's my poncho.
It really looks great.
And I didn't know what to call it. I like the so it has like an arrow shape at the bottom. I don't know if
You can't see it. There it is. Yeah.
So I wanted to do something with the farm because the farm's Arrow Acres, and oh, that was awful. My leg should coming at you. Ugh.
I'm all hairy right now.
So am I.
Because we haven't had to go to the beach, so
I
it's
know.
like, ooh.
So I didn't know what to name it, and our lane right behind us where the white fence is called Mayo Lane because the people that left us the farm, his name was Omar, and he went by Mayo.
Uh-oh, ribs.
She's got to go check her ribs. I'll talk for a second. She's going to go check her ribs.
I have to go take them out. I can talk about my recipe when I come back.
Oh, perfect. We'll put a recipe. We haven't done that in a while.
I'll be right back.
So Uncle Mayo lived in the original farmhouse here, and he was just Uncle Mayo to us. So I named it the Mayo Lane Poncho. I thought that was fitting.
I like on podcasts when they're all like,
Just so fat.
I'm back.
Ribs are out. No, ribs are back in.
ribs are back
They're
in.
sauced.
I'll do my rib recipe.
You
They're
sauced them?
super easy. Yeah. So ribs, I get baby back ribs, and I do low and slow, 300 degrees. And
Wrapped or seasoned?
yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
I don't, I was going to call you and ask you what your rib rub is. Because I was at Aldi's and they don't even have a rib rub to buy.
Do a quick Google search on Big Time Rib Rub or
Okay,
something.
so I kind of did that.
That's what we use. We
I
make
did
it
not
ourselves.
do brown sugar though, because sometimes it has brown sugar in it. But I didn't
lot
do
of
brown
brown
sugar. Yeah, I didn't do that. So I did like stuff. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Cover it up in foil, low and slow, 3 hours. Take them out, which I just did. I use Sweet Baby Ray's
The best.
all over.
Who doesn't? The Aldi fake one. that
They have
looks
real
like-
one.
I know that they do, but I accidentally bought the fake one because it looks just like the real one. It's delicious.
Oh,
It tastes exactly
well, I
the
bought the
same.
real one there.
So the imitation Aldi's
Oh.
Sweet Baby Ray's is very good.
So then you cover it and then you leave it open for another half hour, which it's doing right now, and then I hit it with the broiler before I
Get
take it out.
crispy on top.
So 4 o'clock, the Steelers game will be coming on. The Giants game will be coming on. Oh, the Giants! But they both have
They're
new
using the new
quarterback,
quarterback.
and so are the Steelers. I have a funny
Big
story.
Ben.
Ready? Did I already told you
You
the
told me.
story? Okay.
You
So
shouldn't have told me.
all right, so if you know our friends, our knitting friends, they all have funny names, and we call them that all the time.
Paige the Framer,
Paige the Framer, Seashore Sharon,
Purple Debbie.
Just Joan. That's what we call them. I don't call them like my friend
Debbie.
She's Purple Debbie. So at work, you sit with these people all day long. They know all my friends as that, and I always say Peggy always says that my friends sound like superheroes, which I picture all of us in capes, and I just think it would be so cute. We should do that.
For Rhinebeck has like PJ ones.
Yeah.
PJ capes. Anyway. We digress.
So if you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan or have any clue about their quarterback is Ben Roethlisberger, and his nickname in the world of football is Big Ben. And my son Dalton is a huge Steelers fan, and so I'm at work the other day, and Big Ben got hurt last week, and I think it's all done. I think he's lived his
Big Ben's done.
Big Ben's
Big Ben
done.
and Eli, it's time to go.
So Dalton's texting me, I feel like my childhood is over and I'm going to the next phase of my life, like with Big Ben. And I'm laughing. So Peggy's like, what are you laughing at? And I said, oh, Big Ben is done. She goes, dead serious. I don't know Big Ben. I know Purple Debbie. I know Just Joan. I know Seashore Sharon. Who's Big Ben?
Our friend Big Ben.
So Big Ben. She's like, a man joined your knitting club? No. So Big Ben. And then the other guy.
Big Ben knits.
Big Ben knits. Oh, there is a football player that knits.
Is it Big Ben?
No, not Big Ben. Maybe we should send him some stuff. We should send him some yellow and black yarn. He can knit on the sidelines. And then the new Giants quarterback is Mason Rudolph. Oh, here's another funny story. So Mason Rudolph is the new quarterback, right? So they're in school, and Dalton's like, yeah, Mason Rudolph is the new quarterback. And his friend Grace goes, oh my God, my dad knows his dad. He works with him. He's like, oh my God, that's so awesome. And she's like, wait, he's like 17. How is he the quarterback? He goes to CBA, but he has the same name, Mason Rudolph. But really, that's not a usual name, right?
No.
So Grace was all excited that her dad knew the kid's dad, but it's not Mason Rudolph.
Wrong Mason Rudolph.
So we're going to watch football in a little bit. Because that's what we do on Sundays. So I have some things I'm working on for to put in the store, and I just thought I would show.
Farm Days, we talked about it last time real quick.
You should link last year's video. We took a video at the end of Farm Day last year.
Oh,
two Farm Days we did.
Does anybody have a drone and is really good at flying it and wants to come over for Farm Days?
I
want like a really awesome drone footage of it. How many
would be
people
awesome.
are going to be here?
Brian has a drone, doesn't he?
Yeah, but I don't think he's very good at it. He may have lost it.
Well, if they have one, you need to publish this in time that they answer us within a week. Put it on Instagram. There were drones at the football game the other night.
I need the Lutzes to come down from Vermont. Actually, I think the one that does the drone is down in Florida. Anyway,
so Farm Day.
So Farm Day, it's National Alpaca Farm Days. We use it as an opening of our season. It's always the very last weekend in September. It is just an opportunity to open your farm up to the public and tell people about alpacas. So we use it to open up because we close for the summer. And I'll do a quick little turnaround right now. Ready? So we have already started setting up. So we have set up our big event tent. See that? And there will be a pen under there. My mom will be in there with an alpaca all weekend. The coop is getting into shape. We've got the hot dog stand out. We have dirty water hot dogs.
Debbie's favorite.
Apples and cider and candy for everybody. And all of the food and things like that is free. We're going to be putting out a little donation box this year if anybody wants to give a little donation. But it's just really fun. Now, last year we had a couple thousand people out, like almost 4,000 people out. I put it on Facebook about a month ago, and we've had a huge response to.
Like almost 8,000 people are interested.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Our lighting is
yeah.
It is what it is.
We
thought it was bad last time, and then it was better when
know.
we were. So just leave it. I'm dark, but
whatever.
My hair needs to be washed, and the tub's a little dark. I look so blonde when I have a hat on.
I used dry shampoo today.
I have that too. I went into my girly gift basket. I went to a gift auction and like cleaned house and won 4 big giant baskets of all beauty products. I don't know what that is. I don't use beauty products.
We've been in product mode for Farm Days. So I've been making felted soap.
Oh gosh, people they'll be gone in like an hour.
Well, they're in a bag right now, but you can kind of get the idea.
They smell nice.
These are
with a mint.
Lime and mint.
Very nice.
These are lime peppermint, so it's like sweet, but ooh, I don't know.
Very nice.
I like these. I have 3. I like this one, and I really like this one when I'm washing my hands. It doesn't smell as great. It's rosemary and orange.
Ooh. No, I like that.
I really like it, and I love it when I'm washing my hands. And then I have just mint. It has a little bit of lavender in it, and I had spearmint because I thought I didn't have peppermint, but
it smells like toothpaste.
It's spearmint. I didn't think I had peppermint, and I was like getting the soap ready, and I was like, oh, I don't have peppermint. So I put spearmint and lavender in, and I was like, oh. And then I realized I had peppermint, so I redid it with peppermint, but it still smells a lot like spearmint.
It's okay. People like spearmint.
It's nice. It's like sweet.
It smells like toothpaste. I saved the day.
It's windy.
I just saved that phone.
I hope that
I have bad reflexes. And
that was your left hand!
Save the beer and the knitting. See that? Slow motion, you should have. Whoa.
I don't know how to do it.
Chevy Rell does. Ask her.
But she uses a different stupid
Chevy Rell.
Oh, speaking of Chevy Rell. I meant to bring them.
We should have brought our stuff. She sent us that we thought were earrings, which we love, but they're stitch markers, but we wore them as earrings too because we're not going to lick them. There's
but I did both. I used it as a progress keeper.
I used it too on my Steeking
I did it all. So I wore them as earrings, took one off, used it as a progress keeper.
Our friend, who's not our friend. We haven't met in person, but
No.
she's our friend.
We will be friends.
We will be.
IRL
We're meeting
real soon.
We are.
Look at me. I'm like
Chevy
half shadow.
Chevy
David
Rel.
Bowie right now.
Chevis.
Chevy Rel stuff.
Yeah, that one. Her podcast is hysterical. Watch her. Love it. I love when she has martini episodes. They're the best.
I watched the last one I watched. So we share a YouTube
Yes.
account. So I go on and I think like, oh, I've watched this episode and I've watched this episode. No, she has watched that episode and she has watched that other episode. So I thought I was on track. I was like 4 behind. She's talking about her teeth and I'm like, what about her teeth?
Yeah,
Huh?
she's making these
What?
things to pay for her teeth.
Well,
Now you know.
yeah. I was 2 episodes behind because.
So let's support Chevis so she can get her beautiful teeth. And she has beautiful teeth. And
She
she's like,
does.
it's like this hole in her head.
It's her thing. She's got like a cyst and whatever. Go watch Chevy Rel. Watch the last 4 episodes because she talks about the teeth.
And her
And
dog, the dog ate the crystal. She had a lot of things happen in life.
Yeah.
Just go.
And if you don't watch,
I did it again. I'll just hold it.
so I don't know if I can support it with. Oh, now we're whatever. So go watch Chevy Rel and go on her Instagram. She has a new Instagram for the stuff that she's making, and it's called Chevy Rel Stuff. And she has a new Etsy account.
Yeah.
So go buy her stuff.
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
she
gonna
needs to
try
get her
to
teeth fixed.
block this
Okay.
with something. I'm just gonna try to block the wind at the bottom.
I made some hats that are in the coop, but I won't go get them.
No.
They're baby ones. They're cute. They were a Pearl Soho hat. They were so cute. But I'm making more stuff, and I'm using scrap yarn. So some of it's like merino and alpaca together, so it's a blend. So they're not all alpaca, but that's okay, right?
Yeah, I did some of that too.
So I bought this adorable little field guide by Mason Dixon Knitting last year at Rhinebeck, I think, and they signed it for me, and I've made a lot of stuff out of here. And I'm making another one, the diamond,
It's gonna go again.
diamond
Big wind gust.
stranded diamonds hat. I couldn't read backwards. Cute, right? So I made one, and if you're a Fair Isle person, a color person, which I used to teach color work, I failed, but it's fine. This one I failed. They're too close together. Look.
Oh,
you
your
can't
colors.
really see it. My colors are
No,
close.
you can.
No, they're too close together. You don't
can
really
see
see
it.
it. And I did not hold my pink in my left hand, but anyway, it's still cute. And it's pink and gray.
That's
And
very
it's for like
cute.
a kid, like a, not a toddler, but like a kid.
Yeah.
And now I'm making this one.
Like a 3 to 8-year-old because they all have the same size head.
Yes.
A 3-year-old has an adult size head. Just saying.
This one's much better with my colors.
Oh,
See
very
the difference?
pretty. Oh, I just did one like this.
And I'm thinking of a navy blue pom-pom. I thought that might
Oh,
be fun,
that'd be
right?
really fun,
And
yeah.
then a boy or a girl could wear it.
Yes.
That's my color. That's that honey.
I just did one of those colors, the navy blue and that.
I like that.
inside.
I like those colors.
I should go get it, but
together.
I'm not gonna because we're over our half-hour
Okay.
time limit.
Then let me show my quilt.
Okay.
You
But
heard-
I think we need to get into some better lighting for the quilt. So.
Okay, so this is the quilt. If you watched, I guess last episode I talked about my quilt for my son. My oldest is a senior in high school, and it's going to be
The
going to
wind's
college.
blowing that way, so stand over there. Good.
And I made this quilt. This is a sampler quilt that I made when I was very first
I'm gonna
married.
do some zooming.
Okay, so in Doylestown, Pennsylvania, I took a quilting class. You go every week and you make a sampler block. So this is the quilt. So now I've been married 20 years, so it's a 20-year-old quilt, and my kids fight over it. It's not very big, right?
No.
So that's how it all started. Dalton said, "Can you make me a
You're
quilt?"
very tall, but that's not very big.
No, it's not very big because the sampler, it was supposed to be like a wall hanging, I think. So Dalton said, "You know what's weird? I can see myself in the mirror thing in that, and it's weird." So he said, "Would you make me a quilt for college?" Yes, I will. So this is the Diamond Ripples quilt pattern by Then Came June.
It will be linked below, so go to the description, please.
So here it is. Can you see it?
Yeah,
This is,
you can't see the colors at all.
this is the top, the quilt top.
There you go. All right.
Oh, wait.
Lay it, do you want to lay it out on the ground?
Sure.
All right.
It's
Do it,
bigger.
man.
See, this one's bigger then.
It's big.
And it's not perfect.
Oh, it's great.
Isn't it pretty? So it's like not.
I love the picture you posted of him
Okay.
holding it.
Yes. So last Sunday, I was watching football.
Look how nice.
I've been and people said that, "Oh my God, you're so fast." I'm not fast. I've been working on it slowly. All those little pieces to cut, all the squares to sew together, then to cut the triangles. then put them
How
together.
cute.
Yeah, the fabric's fun. So Dalton picked out this. So Dalton liked this color, and he likes grays and burgundies. So then he picked that out, and then I kind of picked the other ones to go with. So hopefully the white doesn't get too dirty.
I was just gonna say, my first thought when I saw it was my kids would have that thing brown in 5 days, but I have little boys.
He's big
Hold on.
now.
All right.
Okay, so we ran out of space for the phone a little bit. But anyway, for basting a quilt, I need your advice if you're a quilter. In the past, I laid everything out, and then I would do very big stitches with thread to hold it together. But on Instagram, I'm seeing people are using safety pins throughout the
My mother-in-law
whole
uses safety
top.
pins.
And I'm like, that seems way easier on my back, because I would like sit on the floor and do it.
Oh, my mother-in-law uses safety pins on the whole thing.
Then I think I'll do safety pins.
Yeah.
And also quilt batting. I haven't done, again, I have not made a quilt since you got married, and that's 10 years,
10
11
years.
years. So I like the antique kind of look. So do you guys use the cotton batting, or do you use a wool batting? And do you have a favorite? Because I've been researching.
Yeah, a brand
Yeah.
or where you get it.
What's your favorite? And I'm hand quilting also, and I don't want that stabilizer thing in there. I know some people do that. I don't want that.
And it makes
like
it
a-
too crunchy.
Yeah, and I
like 'em
hand
soft.
quilt. I'm like, a hand quilt. Okay, so if you have any suggestions, I will be happy to take them because it's been a long time since I've quilted. I'm very excited to do it.
Okay, so one shout out. We forgot to mention this from New Jersey Sheep and Wool. Thank you, Dingle Kringle. Marianne.
She made us
Crocheted
bags,
bags.
which I've been using as my lunch bag and snack bag for work. Mhm.
I have been using it as a project bag.
Full of goodies.
Full of goodies.
We had
I love those cowtails so much.
cowtails, which
The
my
candy.
kids ate before I even had a chance to eat one.
Grant likes them too.
Old Bay
Old Bay.
caramel corn, which Garrett ate. I got 2. Garrett ate them all.
Great.
Stickers, which Chase used to decorate his journal, his writing journal for school.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what else was in there? Anything else? I don't know. It
There
was
was
very
something else in
generous
it, but
and very nice.
thank you.
And thank you, Dingle Kringle.
We loved it.
And it was so nice to talk to her. We were talking college stuff. Oh, and I went to George Washington yesterday with my son. So and I thought of you. We went to look at it, and I loved it. I wanted
He
to go.
said-
No, it's too in the city.
He
Like
said
it's
no.
very, very city. It's not campus.
He wants a campus.
He wants a campus. He wants a football team. Whatever. Oh, the saga of the stupid college tour.
All right.
Anyway, all right. So
Thanks
cheers.
for
So
joining
our
us.
Next will be Farm Day. And
We're-
then,
yeah.
And
Next
then it
weekend's
all
Farm
begins.
Day. And then right back.
All right. We don't have a cheers.
Oh, we left our drinks over there.
Aw.
Bye.
Bye. Fist bump.